What is happening now?
Anjali, since the energy is so high, I think it is just the right time to bring in this speaker. Okay? Our next speaker is somebody who is, who believes in living life in the moment. He takes each day as it comes. Any guesses?
Nimish!
This man, he has a 33 years of experience in the real estate industry, and that rich experience he brings for the entrepreneurs, business owners. As a business coach, he helps them scale up their business. And today, what he's going to be talking about is pretty much the same, taking each day as it comes, so it's going to be linking there somewhere. So let's welcome Nimish Desai. Please put your hands together.
मेरा अजीज दोस्त, तेरा बादशाह इतनी दूर जाता है और तुम उससे नाराज होता है, घूम होता है। और तुम हमको क्या जरूरत है बादशाह? पत्थर का दूध तो बहुत ही मुंह में जाता है और दूध से कहता है गले में जाता है। खुदा बख्शे, जिंदगी और मौत का फैसला तो आसमानों पर है। इतना मत सोच गहरे हो जाए तो फैसले कमजोर हो जाते हैं।
And while you are doing that, please give a big hand to the icon of Fumble and Stumble world, Mr. Nimish Desai. I'm sure most of us are married here, alright? And those who are not married have loved ones they are at home. Now what happens when somebody does not reach home at time? They are supposed to reach at some time and they have not reached home. What happens? We start thinking of the reasons why he is not reached home. And the first thought that comes to our mind is always really. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you one Guru Mantra that I've lived all my life with. Alright? It's the Guru Mantra that has made me reach dizzy heights, made me director at 4 companies and helped me found 2 proprietary firms. You all would like to know that Guru Mantra?
Yes!
Okay, but before I tell that, let me, for the benefit of all those people who did not understand Hindi, translate that dialogue for you. What Amitabh said was, when your thought process becomes so intense that your intent and determination to do something weakens. Alright? So the Guru Mantra is going to be jump without thinking. You need to jump in your life for all occasions without thinking. Now we just saw and I told you about, we have the first thought as a negative thought. Since we are built like that, most of us are not enlightened enough to be not touched by that negative emotion phenomena. So what happens? The same thing happens when we venture into the uncharted territory. When we get into something which we've not done before, we start over-analyzing it. How many people are there in that field? Will I be able to sell my product? Will people buy my services? We overanalyze it so much that 11 out of 10 times we come to the negative conclusion. And what we do with that? We jump into the most populated fields. Alright? And that time we do not use our analytical mind. Saying there are already so many coaches and trainers present there. There are so many established companies present in that field. How much hard work will I have to do to even get noticed? Forget getting established. That's the wrong way of jumping without thinking. Now let's take a classic case. Most of us, when we were young, had never heard of a bottled water. Correct? We took drinking water as our right, free. Who pays for it? When the first time water bottle came out into the market at rupees 10 per liter, we all laughed. What we said, who's gonna pay 10 rupees for 1 liter of water? And today, even when you go to a restaurant, you ask for a mineral water bottle. Right? Knowing the fact that by law, the restaurant is supposed to install filter to serve you free drinking water. Imagine all those companies who started the water bottle had done over-analysis. Who's going to buy my water bottle? It's free across the globe. Will I be able to recover my cost? It's a huge factory cost, establishing marketing. Will I be able to salvage something? Would you be able to do that? Would you be having all these bottles here today in front of you if they had done over-analysis? What they did was, they jumped without thinking. Now I'm not telling you, when I'm telling you jump without thinking, is that go right in the center of the road or go and stand on the track and say, if I'm supposed to die today, the car or the train will run over me. But if I'm supposed to live, I'll be made into a superstar for 10 seconds. I'll be flying across and fall somewhere and I'll only break bones. I'm not telling you that to do, my friends. What I'm telling you is, go out, do research on your subject, do the market analysis, make the project report, do business model, but for God's sake, do not overanalyze that data. Because the moment you start overanalyzing the data, you overanalyze it so much that your analytical mind hits up to an extent where out of 30 times, 10 times you freeze. And what you do? Again, drift towards the negative conclusion. Some of you may try going towards the positive conclusion, but you go half-hearted. Okay, and then you say, the first hurdle, biggest hurdle that comes, that was wrong here. I should not have got into it. Get into it with the full conviction. I'm going to tell you one great story which is made world famous by Guru Murli about the king, his daughter, a marriage, the world famous pond full of crocodile. Now all those people who have not heard it, there was a king and a princess, he wanted her to get married. He said, whoever swims across this pond full of crocodile, he'll get her hand. Now all those people, grooms, were standing across the pond, over-analyzing the situation again. Will I be able to swim fast enough? Can I deep down inside so the crocodile doesn't detect me? What if nobody does it? Will things change? They all were doing over-analyzing the situation. But one lucky fellow got pushed into the pond. Now he did not have the luxury of doing all this analysis. Alright, he did not have that chance to see, hey, can I swim? Who pushed me? He had just one option, to swim across. And what happened? He swam across. At the result, all those grooms were over-analyzing. They clapped and threw flower petals in his marriage. Dear friends, I want to ask you one question. Do you want to be those grooms who clap and threw flower petals in somebody's marriage, or you want to be one of those bride or groom? Think about it. It's your choice, alright? Who you want to be. Now this brings me to an interesting story many of you know here, but most of you don't. So let me start the story like Guru Murli always says. Once upon a time, there was a Golu who lived in Gujarat. During the COVID time, he bought one small training program from an institute called MS International. He liked the program. So he bought another training program online at double the cost. Now when he bought that, somebody from MS International contacted him and told him that, hey, you will keep paying double for so many programs that we have. Why don't you buy a yearly membership with us? You'll get everything free. He being Golu, he jumped He took the yearly membership. After about 6 months, again, another international guy came and said, hey, you'll be paying every year so much yearly fees. Why don't you take a life membership? It's free for you. Again, he being Golu, jumped without thinking. And the best part, the story doesn't end there. After about 9 months, again the MS International came and told him, hey, why keep doing this and make money while you're doing this? Why don't you become a VP? And he jumped again. And guess what? That will be standing in front of you today and giving you a keynote speech. Dear friends, remember one thing. Whenever you jump into any situation, the percentage starts at 50-50. Any situation has 50-50. It's your thought process, your mindset, you're looking at the situation, shifts the percentages this side or that side. And before I close myself, because Sachin is saying cut, I'll leave you with one last thought. Please sleep over it tonight and think about this one statement. In your life, you always have choice. In your life, you always have choice. But it's better to think sometimes you have none. Thank you very much, guys. That's my thing.